Hello everyone, my name is Candice and welcome to my channel. Today I am super excited because I'm going to be doing a book review with 9 lovely books, and I've actually been wanting to do this on my channel for a really long time. So, let's get started! Alright everyone, so the first book I'm going to talk about is Wings of Fire, book 14, also known as The Dangerous Gift. I actually am a huge fan of the Wings of Fire series, and over here I have a whole collection, well, almost all of the collection. I don't have all the books, but I have almost all of them. So let me talk a little bit about the characters, or the main character at least, and then what's going on. So I'll read this part right here, and yeah. So basically, this is Snowfall. She just became Queen of the Ice Wings, which is one of the several tribes of the Wings of Fire series and of Peria. Well, no, it's Peria, I think. I'm so sorry if I'm pronouncing this wrong. I know that I am, but anyways, I'll get into what it says as the little description. The walls can't protect them anymore, referring to the great ice wall that protects the Ice Wings. Snowfall didn't expect to be Queen of the Ice Wings at such a young age, but now that she is, she's going to be the best queen ever! All she has to do is keep her tribe within the Ice Wing territory where it's safe, while keeping every other tribe out where they belong. It's a perfect and simple plan, backed up by the ice cliff wall, which is that magical cliff I just said, which was referring to the wall, and every bit of Icewing magic Snowfall can gather. Perfect. That is, until a storm of unidentified dragons fly in from the ocean, looking for a Solon. The foragers are completely strange, and Snowfall is certain utterly untrustworthy. But as she escorts the miserable new tribes out of her kingdom, the young queen is forced to reconsider her plan. Maybe she can only keep her tribe safe if she's willing to risk everything. I honestly love this book. I give it a 5 out of 5, and I will also be linking down all the books that I show, and yeah. So let's move on to the next book. Now, I have another Wings of Fire book, except it's one of the legends. And there are 2 legends. There's Darkstalker and Dragonslayer. And this is Dragonslayer, and it is not related to, well, in some ways, all in all, it is related to the actual Wings of Fire series. But it's from a different time period, so this is from the first 5 books, that time period, and basically it switches from 3 different characters' minds, whereas normally in the series it only stays with one character, and also Darkstalker is the same way. So we have Ren, Leaf, and Ivy, and then also there are other characters that come along as well as the dragons, and, well, these are scavengers, aka people, and I'll read the inside. In the shadow of wings, humans fight for survival. Ivy doesn't trust the Dragonslayer. He may be her father and the beloved ruler of Valor, but she knows he's hiding more than the treasure from the sand dragon he killed 2 decades ago. Which basically, that's the whole plot of the first 5 books of the Wings of Fire series. Leaf doesn't trust dragons. They're the reason his favorite sister, Ren, is dead, and now he'll do whatever it takes to slay even one. Ren doesn't trust anyone. She swore off humans after her village tries to sacrifice her to the dragons. She only has one friend, a small, wonderful mountain dragon named Sky, and they don't need anyone else. In a world of dragons, the humans who scramble around underfoot are easy to overlook. But Ivy, Leaf, and Ren will cross each other's paths with dragons in ways that could shape the destiny of both species. It is a new future possible for all of them, one in which humans can look to the skies with hope instead of fear. So basically, also letting you all know, eventually, some of these characters in, for example, Dragon Slayer and Wings of Fire book, and The Dangerous Gift, they do cross paths. And when I finished reading this and then I started reading this, I got so excited because there was one part that I figured out, and I just love when that happens whenever a book, and I figure out a prophecy line, or just something clicks. Next book. Now we have a different book, and this is actually one of the books that is not related to any of the books that I'm reviewing. It is called Words on Fire, and this book actually made me cry. So that's a way you can tell it's really good. And also, I just realized I haven't been saying the names of all these authors. So both of these books are by Tui T. Sutherland, and then this book, Words on Fire, is by Jennifer A. Nilsey, I think is how you say it. I'm so sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, but let's get reading to the book. Danger is never far from Audria's family farm in Lithuania. Audria always avoids the occupying Russian Coast-Guard soldiers, who insist that everyone must become Russian. They have banned Lithuanian books, religions, culture, and even the language. But Audria knows her parents are involved in something secret and perilous. When Coast-Guards arrive abruptly at their door, Audria's parents insist that she flee, taking her and an important package and instructions for where to deliver it. But escape means abandoning her parents to a terrible fate. As Audria embarks on a journey to deliver the mysterious package, she faced unimaginable risks as soon as she becomes caught in a growing resistance movement. Can joining the underground network of book smugglers give Audria a chance to rescue her parents? Bum bum bum! But basically, this book also is another really good book, especially since it made me cry. But Audria is basically finding out that her parents are secretly book smugglers because they are trying to overthrow the Russians and trying to get back Lithuania. Only a few more books left. So this one is going to be a little long because it is a total of 5 different books from the same series, and also I want to thank my friend Lexi D because for Christmas last year she actually got me the series because in class we read the excerpt for the first book, and that is none other than the Percy Jackson series by Rick Riordan. Let's start off with the first book, Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief. So basically the main character is Percy Jackson, and he goes through all 5 of the books on his adventures and quests, and he finds out in the first book that he is son of Poseidon, one of the big 3 demigods. Well, not demigods, sorry, gods. He was also sent to Camp Half-Blood, and he goes on several quests to save the world. So, let's read the back. Percy Jackson is about to be kicked out of boarding school. Again. And that's the least of his troubles. Lately, mythological monsters and the gods of Mount Olympus seem to be walking straight out of the pages of Percy's Greek mythology textbook and into his life. And worse, he's angered a few of them. Zeus's master lightning bolt has been stolen, and Percy is the prime suspect. Now Percy and his friends have 10 days to find and return Zeus's stolen property and bring peace to to a warring Mount Olympus. But to succeed in his quest, Percy will have to do more than catch the truth thief. He must come to terms with the father who abandoned him, solve the riddle of the oracle which warns him of a betrayal by a friend, and unravel a treachery more powerful than the gods themselves. Also, two other characters that go on Percy's quest with him are Annabeth Chase and Grover Underwood, and I love this series and this book so much. This is honestly probably my favorite book out of the whole series, and yeah. Sorry, that sounded weird. Now we have Percy Jackson and the Sea of Monsters, and all the characters are still there, and we have actually a new character, which is Tyson, who is Percy's stepbrother, who is a Cyclops. Percy Jackson. Percy Jackson's 7th grade year has been surprisingly quiet. Not a single monster has set foot on his New York prep school campus. But when an innocent game of dodgeball among Percy and his classmates turns into a death match against an ugly gang of cannibal giants, things get, well, ugly. And the unexpected arrival of his friend Annabeth brings more bad news to the magical borders that protect Camp Half-Blood. Camp Half-Blood have been poisoned by a mysterious enemy, and unless the cure is found, the only safe haven for demigods will be destroyed. This is fresh, funny, and wildly popular follow-up to the Lightning Thief. Percy and his friends must journey into the Sea of Monsters to save their camp. But first, Percy will discover a stunning new secret about his family, one that makes him question whether being claimed as Poseidon's son is an honor or simply a cruel joke. I also enjoyed this book a lot. Honestly, all the books in the Percy Jackson series have a lot of twists and turns that I don't expect, and they just take me by surprise. Now we have Percy Jackson and the Titan's Curse, and this one made me cry out of all the series. Just one part completely destroyed me. When Percy Jackson receives an urgent distress call from his friend Grover, he immediately prepares for battle. He knows he'll need his powerful demigod allies at his side, his trusty bronze sword Riptide, and a ride from his mom. The demigods race to the rescue to find Grover has made an important discovery. Two powerful half-bloods whose parentage is unknown, but that's not all that awaits them. The Titan Lord Kronos has set up a devious trap. The young heroes have just fallen prey. Hilarious and action-packed, the third adventure in the series finds Percy faced with his most dangerous challenge yet, a chilling prophecy of the Titan's Curse. Another great book, especially since it made me cry, and honestly, I would also really recommend, if you ever read a series, read it in order, because you will not understand anything if you, let's say, skip the first book and just go into the second. Now we are on book 4, Battle of the Labyrinth. Percy Jackson isn't expecting freshman orientation to be fun, but when a mysterious mortal acquaintance appears on campus, followed by demon cheerleaders, things move quickly from bad to worse. In this 4th installment of the blockbuster series, time is running out as war between the Olympians and the evil Titan Lord Kronos draws near. Even the safe haven of Camp Half-Blood grows more vulnerable by the minute as Kronos' army prepares to invade its once imperceptible borders. To stop the invasion, Percy and his demigod friends must set out on a quest through the labyrinth, a sprawling underground world with stunning surprises at every turn. This cover, I just love all the covers. And these are actually not the original covers. These are the, I think, 10-year anniversary covers. I'm not sure, though, exactly, but I know that these are not the original. Final book of the Percy Jackson series, The Last Olympian. All year, the Half-Bloods have been preparing for battle against the Titans, knowing that the odds of victory are grim. Cronus's army is stronger than ever, and with every god and Half-Blood he recruits, the evil Titans' power only grows. While the Olympians struggle to contain the rampaging monster Typhoon, Kronos begins his advance on New York City, where Mount Olympus stands vernally unguarded. Sorry, please don't judge me. I'm not good at pronouncing some words, and I think that's just with all of us. Now it's up to Percy Jackson and an army of young demigods to stop the Lord of Time. In this momentous final book of the New York Times bestselling series, the long-awaited prophecy surrounding Percy's 16th birthday unfolds. And as every battle up for Western civilization rages on the streets of Manhattan, Percy faces a terrifying suspicion that he may be fighting against his own fate. Honestly, shoot, no! I dropped book 4. Let's try this again. Honestly, I think that all these books are amazing, and I really recommend reading them. And let's move on to the final book. Alright, everyone, we are on the last book, and it is related to the Percy Jackson series, and it is also by Rick Riordan, and it is The Lost Hero, a part of the Heroes of Olympus series. I technically have not finished this book, and also this book is a library book, so I cannot actually read you guys the full summary because the sticker on the book is covering part of the summary, but I'll try my best to actually explain it. So our 3 main characters are Jason, Piper, and Leo, and they all go on a quest to save the goddess Hera, who has gone missing and has been taken. And then Jason has to do this with his memory all lost. And then Leo is struggling a little bit because he's having to learn the hard way about some things like machines and how they work, and well, not how they work, but machines, and that they aren't meant to last forever. I really like this book so far. I'm hoping that it ends well because, again, I've not finished it, but yeah. Alright, everyone, that is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did making it. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Also, I would greatly appreciate it if you could comment down below and give me some suggestions on books that you have read that you really liked, so then I could read them, and then I can also spread the information to a lot of others, and I would greatly appreciate that. I'll see you guys next week. Bye!